Everyone, welcome back for another episode of BRGTV.
Thanks for tuning in. No, we're not in jail.
No need to call for help right now.
Yeah, we're actually in an unfinished basement at one of our newest listings. So if your basement looks like this, we just want to give you a few quick tips on finishing your basement and adding value to your home. Stay tuned.
So a common question we always get asked as realtors is, how do we add value to our house, right? So a basement can actually be one good way to do so. According to Remodeling Magazine, a basement finishing can actually give you about a 75% return on your investment. So for every dollar you spend in that basement, you're getting about 75 cents back on the resale side. Now, if you're not familiar with remodeling projects and ROI, that's actually pretty high for most things in the house. One of the higher returns on investments that you can make.
Yep, it's true. So if you're considering remodeling your basement, you know, whether to add value to your house or just to add more usable square footage, we just wanted to throw out a few ideas that might be helpful.
Yeah.
I think the biggest and probably most important one is to make sure you have permits for any work that's being done. So anytime you're adding, you know, usable square footage, you need permits. It's better to do it before because if you skip that step later on when you decide to sell the house, you may incur penalties and fees from the officials.
Yeah, it's always a good idea to do it up front. A second step would be making sure that basement's waterproof. The last thing you want to do is invest a lot of money down there, making a nice living space, and then have it flood on the next storm. So a couple tips to control moisture in your basement space. Of course, it would be a battery backup sump pump is a great investment once you finish your basement. You might not have one with it being unfinished, but I would definitely recommend installing one of those. They're really not that expensive in the big scheme of things for the money they'll save you on a flood.
Ripping up soggy carpet, yeah.
Right.
It's not fun.
The second part of controlling your moisture is adding a dehumidifier. Most home inspectors that I've talked to recommend a dehumidifier pretty much in every basement just to control the moisture levels in the air throughout the basement so you don't get that musty smell.
Makes it more comfortable down there too.
Exactly.
For sure. So another thing to consider is maximizing your available natural light. So you want to kind of plan out your layout and use of space by using that natural light.
Yeah, if you don't have windows, down there already, most people probably don't realize it, but you can actually have them added. It's not the most affordable thing to do after the fact, but it can be done. And if you wanted to have a bedroom down there and actually use it as a bedroom space and count it as a bedroom when we go to sell the house in the future, you'd have to have what's called an egress window installed.
Yeah, but moving from a 3-bedroom house to a 4-bedroom or 4 to 5 could greatly improve the value of your home.
Yeah, so
it can be a worthy investment.
Exactly. The final tip we wanted to bring to you is just don't forget about the storage. I know it's fun to have a nice rec room and living space, maybe bedrooms, bathrooms, things like that going on down there, but you still need storage in the house. So a lot of buyers, that we have are out there looking. They want to make sure they have storage spots in the house. So don't forget about that when you're designing your basement layout. Leave some spaces, unfinished spaces maybe, or closets at least, for storage for your belongings.
Yep. I think that about wraps it up for what we have. We appreciate you tuning in. I hope these tips were helpful. If you'd like more information, we can certainly hook you up with the appropriate people.
Yeah, if you have questions, of course, visit us online at burrsrealtygroup.com or give us a call.